Alright, so I just watched Avengers Infinity War, and I wasn't going to do this video, actually. I didn't want to do a video about the movie, or any spoilers or anything like that, because, you know, Thanos demands your silence, whatever. But I was severely affected after watching the movie, and I felt I had to do a video. And I know it's stupid to be affected by a stupid Marvel movie. I mean, but if you've not seen the Avengers Infinity War movie, it's okay. You can still continue watching this video and listen to me blab and rant about senseless things and being an idiot about it. You can continue. And I will warn you at a certain point in this video when it is no longer safe to continue watching this video if you've not seen the movie. Okay, so, you know, some of the critics are saying it's a lot of superhero to handle. There's just too many too many things going on in the movie. Okay, here's what I think. If you've been with the Marvel Cinematic Universe since day one, since Iron Man 1, if you've been faithful to the franchise for the last 10 years and you've watched every single Marvel Cinematic Universe they've dished out, you'll have no problem, no trouble at all watching this movie. You'll have an easy time keeping tabs on everything, on everyone, on everything that's going on, every single character, villain, whatever. No problem. Easy peasy. Because you've seen all the movies. If you've not seen a single Marvel Cinematic Universe, and this is the first one you're watching, I would caution you not to proceed. What I would recommend is you download every single Marvel Cinematic Universe from Iron Man 1 up to Black Panther. Just binge watch them. I don't know, it'll take you probably, what, 3 days, 5 days? Binge watch it. Hold off watching Infinity War until you watch every single one. Then watch Avengers Infinity War, because it will be so rewarding. Infinity War is the culmination of all these movies for the last 10 years. It is the fruition of what has been set up for the movies of the last 10 years, and it's great. I think Marvel did a wonderful job with that. I think through Disney, it's amazing what they've accomplished, and with this movie, it sort of like the cap or the cherry that they're gonna put on their 10-year cinematic universe history, and I thought that was an amazing strategy. So again, if you've not watched, if you probably missed out one movie, like, I don't know, Winter Soldier, or no, you have to watch that, or The Dark World, no, you gotta watch that too. But I mean, everything's connected. So if you've missed out on the last MCU films, you have to watch every single one, then watch Infinity War. Okay, having said that, you know, there's a lot of action going on. There are moments when you feel like, okay, I've already seen that. Okay, aliens attacking people, I've seen that, you've seen that in the trailer. But then the whole action scene escalates and you go, whoa, wow. And there are a lot of moments where you go, wow, that was an amazing scene. So Marvel doesn't disappoint there. There's a lot of character development, a lot of storytelling. That is amazing. What I love about this movies, because every single one of your characters, well, most of them at least, are there in the movie, and you get to see them interact with each other. They meet for the first time, and I thought that was amazing. I loved the chemistry with the characters. It was a lot of great scenes to watch. That people meeting the other character for the first time. It's great. It takes a lot of roots back into Avengers 1, wherein people start meeting each other for the first time, and they join forces to fight a common enemy. And that's sort of what happens here, and it's sort of like an escalated version of that. Okay, so it's great. It's a fun ride. Also, I wanted to say one other thing I liked about the movie is it was so funny. There were moments in stressful situations that humor is somehow serendipitously, I would say, injected. I don't know how it happens. It just becomes funny. It's I miss the Josh Whedon Avengers, you know, Avengers 1. It's something like that. And the Russo brothers, I think, did a wonderful job in keeping that tradition. So Great job on that. Comedy, characters, action, absolutely fantastic. You'll have a wonderful ride. 4/5 of the movie. Okay, at this point in time, I already want to issue my warning. If you've not seen the movie, please turn off this video or put it on pause or whatever. Just keep it in your favorite store, save it, watch it for another time. Okay, because the next few things I'm about to say is only for those who've already seen the movie. So I'm warning you right now. If you've not seen Avengers Infinity War and you are at this point in the video, turn it off now. Save it, watch it after watch this portion after you've seen the movie, okay? Because I will be talking about potential spoiler-ish information, and I don't want to spoil any of it for anybody. Thanos demands your silence, right? That guy. By the way, don't ask me why I chose these characters. It's nothing significant about it. These were just the easiest ones to pick out of my shelf, just so I have a background, okay? That's just it. There's no significance. Okay, so again, last warning. If you've not seen the movie, turn back now. All right, fair. Everybody's seen the movie. If you're continuing to watch right now, at this point in time, you've seen the movie. Okay. Here's what I don't like about the movie, and this is why I was severely affected by it. I'm coming into the movie thinking it's an Avengers film with everything. Like, it's gonna be a rough ride, but in the end, all will be well. That's what I'm coming in. Okay, I know I'm stupid. You can call me stupid and I suck at the end of what I'm talking about. Hear me out. We've heard the Russo brothers say, they keep on saying this, Avengers Infinity War is not Avengers Infinity War Part 1, and then Avengers 4 is Avengers Infinity War Part 2. Avengers Infinity War is a standalone film, blah, blah, blah. It's a different film than Avengers 4. It's nothing to do with it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you're coming to the movie thinking this is an isolated movie. It's got nothing to do with Avengers 4, because Avengers 4, according to the Russo brothers and Kevin Feige at some point in time, were saying it's a different movie, okay? Don't connect it. It's not Part 1, it's not Part 2. Okay. Also, Kevin Feige went on to say that all deaths are permanent. Like, oh my God, yes. Okay, we figured, yeah, a couple of heroes dying here and there. Of course, they have to die anyway. I mean, it's their time. I'm coming to the movie thinking that, okay? Okay, another thing I'm thinking is, Thanos. This is a movie that the bad guy comes, he gets the gauntlet. But somehow, the heroes save the day. Okay, he's going to be all badass, everything's going to be hopeless, everything's going to be impossible. And yet, somehow, a glimmer of hope, the heroes win. Okay, that's my perspective. That is where I'm coming from entering the film. And I was expecting to leave the theater feeling good, wanting to buy more toys, wanting to rejoice and celebrate with everyone who's seen it, buy all the memorabilia, get this Avengers Infinity War frenzy hype going on, and jump on the hype train. And that's not the case. As the movie ended, I actually felt bad. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry to be sounding like all whiny and all that. And let me hear out what I have to say. I felt bad. The movie ended abruptly with Thanos winning, and that's it. I mean, yeah, sure, there's going to be Avengers 4 anyway. And things will become better. You just have to trust Marvel because there's Avengers 4. But that's exactly the point. They said this was an isolated film, so they lied about it. And I was like, okay, fine, there's going to be a part 2, whatever. But I mean, we've seen Empire Strikes Back. We've seen The Last Jedi. You've seen Harry Potter and the Book 7, the Hallows, Part 1. You've seen The Maze Runner 2 or Hunger Games Part 2. I mean, they're cliffhangers for the conclusion, okay? But even with those movies, you get a glimmer of hope. You're not left in the theater feeling, what just happened? Did we just lose? I mean, sure, Empire Strikes Back, they lost, but they regroup and they've got a plan of action and they give you hope. They give you hope coming into looking forward to the next installment, saying that, yes, they're going to come back because we know it's going to happen this way. But we don't know exactly how, but they're planning. with Harry Potter, you know, it ends, yeah, it's a loss, but you know they're gonna regroup. You have that sense of hope. um, the Last Jedi, it ends with the rebellion almost getting crushed, but they escape and they have hope. Here, it's just to take away all hope, and it's not something you do for a superhero movie. I'm sorry, you're trying to market this film to it's Disney. It's Marvel. It's supposed to be for everybody. It's for the family, but mostly for kids. A superhero movie, I'd like to believe is for kids and for grown-up nerds who haven't grown up exactly. I mean, you have to give us something. Give us a bone. Throw us a bone or something to give hope that in the upcoming film things will be all right. Instead of just saying that yes, things are hopelessly impossible, the bad guys won. You just have to trust us that in the next installment things will be better, and that's what pisses me off. I know. I mean, it's putting a lot of faith in Marvel, and I'm guessing, yeah, they're gonna fix it. They're gonna fix everything. Of course they do, but they can't. You can't leave the audience feeling bad. You have to have given them some glimmer of hope for the next installment. Not just saying that, okay, there's going to be part 4. When in the first place, they never said anything that part 4 is related to part 3. You get what I'm saying? I wish this is what I was kind of hoping. Okay, it ends bad. Thanos has won. I was kind of hoping that the end credit scene would sort of do that. But the end credit scene doesn't do anything. It's worse. It just tells you that the world is gone. It's just that the situation is really bad. And somehow they try to give you a glimmer hope of Nick Fury calling you know who. A potential Marvel character supposedly supposed to appear. I mean, that alone was stupid for me. I mean, okay, it's a nice way of introducing the character, but I mean, so Nick Fury had that thing with him all the time? Why couldn't he have used it during Avengers 1 when the Chitauri army was attacking, right? So retconning that whole thing is going to be difficult. And seeing that he got that in the 90s, I don't want to spoil too much, but it just doesn't make sense. I was kind of hoping it would be something like Harry Potter, or the end credit scene would be something like the scene in The Last Jedi, that they would regroup. Somehow Tony and Doctor Strange and Spider-Man would end up on Earth, or at least Tony Stark would end up on Earth, or the rest of the gang would come together, see each other, and say, it's over. And something like that. But you know they're together, and you know they're going to plan something. Some hint of hope that will allow us to say that, yes, the sun will rise tomorrow. I know, I'm being very foolish because it's a Marvel film, it's a superhero film. You know, good always will triumph, and Disney has something up their sleeve and all that, and Avengers 4 is coming next year, and you know, you're probably thinking, yeah, they had to do this on purpose, because if they did it if they made this movie triumphant, people will get bored and will say, and they're gonna say, 2019 there's another Avengers film? Oh my goodness, I don't want to see another Avengers film. Now by doing this, you're saying they had to do this because if once they do this, after watching this film, people are going to go, I cannot wait for 2019, please give us Avengers 4. You know, that's a big risk. To me, I don't think they should have done that. I think there's a middle way of doing it. And you're trying to sell the toys. You're trying to sell the merchandise. You're trying to sell t-shirts, posters, cups, mugs, toys, action figures, car stickers, whatever. You want people to feel good about the film, for them to buy stuff about the film. If they feel bad about the film, look what happened to Transformers. I mean, well, it's a different story. Transformers it just lacked so much intelligence that, you know, you had to leave your brain before watching it. But it's neither here nor there. But I mean, you have to make people feel good leaving the theater. Empire Strikes Back was a setback for the rebellion, but people felt, wow, really? Darth Vader? Wow. I mean, you know, here, And I don't think I'm the only one who feels this way. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm the only stupid idiot who felt that, you know, of course there's going to be Avengers 4 and all that. But after the movie ended, even before the end credits, there was a hush of this uncomfortable silence in the theater. And people were like, huh? There was murmurs, and there were like, it was like a funeral. I'm telling you, literally, pun intended. And then the end credits roll, and then the end credits scene comes up, and people were like, oh, it's her, but it's still bad. So I don't know. I've ranted and said stupid stuff for so long now, so I'm gonna cut this video now, and I'm gonna say this. I think it's a bad move on Disney and Marvel for doing this. I think they should have redone that ending. It's okay, Thanos wins, he gets the gauntlet, does it. In the comic books, he does. He snaps his fingers in the comic books, and half the universe dies. Okay, I get it. You're trying to be too realistic. But you gotta give the audience some hope, some service to tell them that good will triumph. Explicitly. You can't just ask the audience to have faith in you. It's like I feel I'm wary about it because... Give me a few more minutes, okay? I apologize. It's like Secret Empire. Marvel said, trust us, give us a chance. So I bought every single issue of Secret Empire, like 1 through 10. Yeah, it was a 10 issue, 11 issue arc, and I was like, I read it till the last part with Civil Warrior and all that. And I was like, what a stupid story. This was so useless. Hasbro. Marvel asked us to trust them with Secret War, with Secret Empire, and it sucked. It basically sucked. It sold off all the comic books. Secret Wars, I'll talk about that later, but Secret Wars was the same thing. You have to, the Secret Wars 3, the latest one with Reed Richards and Doctor Doom, they said, trust us, it will be okay. And that's what scares me about this. Feige says all deaths will be permanent. You know, okay, some of the characters had to die, but they killed off a lot. And if you know Disney and Marvel, you know those characters aren't supposed to be dead. Because, well, one, if they are, it sucks. If they're not, if you know they're not gonna be dead in the long run, they're gonna be resurrected. So Feige was lying that it wasn't permanent. And if they get resurrected again, it's gonna be a Deus et Machina type of scenario where somebody takes hold of the Infinity Gauntlet and wishes everybody back. I mean, one of the things I hate about one of the literary devices I've grown to hate in these superhero films is Deus et Machina. When an very powerful event happens, it just brings everything, resets everything back to normal. They did that with the Secret Wars, and I was like, that's how they got rid of the Fantastic Four. They made them super powerful and they retired. And they brought the multiverse back with some changes. Is that what Marvel is trying to do? They're trying to reboot the cinematic universe with this? Maybe that's their way of doing so. They'll bring back everybody, but with changes. I don't know. But either way, I think it's gonna suck. If they're really dead, it sucks. If they're not, they're gonna be brought back through Deus et Machina. It's gonna be cheesy and sucky, and kind of, yeah. Either way, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm gonna like it. So that's my problem with it. And again, Marvel and Disney are asking you, just trust us. We're going to give you Avengers and another Avengers 4 in 2019 and all will be well. And I was like, yeah, I mean, you have to do a very, very good job at that to convince us of how these characters can come back and all that. So, sorry, I apologize. If a lot of you think this video is stupid, sorry. But I'm just trying to be honest, trying to be vulnerable here, trying to tell everybody how I felt after the video, after watching the movie, just being very honest. And that's my take on it. So with that, I'd like to end this. This is my semi-non-spoiler-ish movie review of The Avengers: Infinity War. Thanks for watching.